Let's go. Day 3, week 3, Omni contraction training. Today's all about concentric training. It's the last hard day of this stage descending protocol. Trying to put a stamp on this bad boy and finish strong. We're kicking things off with some 3-way ankle walks. All right, we're doing it 3 different ways. I got toe walks, heel walks, and bent knee toe walks. Adding the band to this just adds up the intensity. But you see here, I got my heels high for the toe walks, working the calf. Then I'm gonna get my toes high with these walks, working the tib. And then I'm bent knee in a bent knee position, targeting that soleus right here. You can see those knees over the toes, bent knee walks, really good for the whole ankle, foot, calf complex. Gotta start with that. Then we're targeting the glutes and the hips. Man, this is really good. Adding the band around just above the knee. I'm gonna get that glute bridge march action. Gonna fire that glute up, but also that hip flexor. You can do it on the bench here, almost like a hip thrust glute march. 5-10 reps each way. This really fires up the glutes with that leg that's on the ground, and then that hip flexor with that knee that's rising up. Great drill here. And then we're moving on to our shoulders. Just using the same band here, keeping it simple, right? One little mini band does all 3 of these exercises. I'm putting this right around my wrist. I'm calling these bent arm pull aparts. Great for the upper back, but also really good for the rotator cuffs. You gotta try these, all right? Almost like an L position or 90 position, bent arm pull aparts. Now on to our primers. We got strap power cleans. Earlier in the training phase, we did muscle cleans. Now we're kind of picking up the intensity and doing a full-on power clean, dropping it on the straps, making it fully concentric in nature, not having to worry about the lowering of the exercise. Then I'm on to a seated single leg med ball thruster. Man, this is great. I'm getting full extension through the ankles, knees, and hips. Only worried about the concentric here as well. Then I'm on to a single leg sprinter plyo step up or plyo jump. Again, you see here I'm only working on that concentric portion of the exercise. Here's a good look at the power clean. Man, all of this right here, concentric only, intent. This is what today is all about. Not worrying about the lowering. I am focusing on driving through. Man, look at that, nice power clean, moving some weight. Week 3, not afraid to get after it here. Let's see where we're at. Let that barbell drop. Oh yeah, good look at it right there. Next up, seated, single leg, med ball thruster, being explosive. Med balls, slam balls, they're great. You can be completely just ballistic with that in nature and unbridled. Good look here. Concentric only, single leg, plyo step up. Let's take a look at our jump numbers. Look at all that green. Sky high on jump height, up on RSI, up on concentric impulse, up on pound for pound power. Man, what happens when you get sleep and you train hard? You see the results like this. Let's take a look at the weeks 1 through weeks 3 graph. Volume goes down, intensity's going up. You saw how my jump height dipped here about week 2. Even on Monday I was dipped, but then man, I skyrocketed today, almost hitting the PR, 19.7 jump height. Man, we call this training is working. Then we're on to the main lift, stage descending protocol on our deadlifts. I'm using the jammer arms, just really good for the joints here. It's not gonna be bad on the low back. It's elevated. I got 2 sets of 5, then I'm hitting 2 sets of 3. Pairing this with, again, concentric focused pin press. I can drop this bar on those safety pins or those safety straps, not have to worry about the eccentric nature. Notice here I kind of stepped out in front, did a little hacked deadlift, just something different, trying some things. I did 2 sets of traditional deadlift. I did 2 sets of this kind of reverse deadlift. Gets the quads a little bit more, just playing around, exploring, experimenting, no big deal, make training fun. Real good look here at the concentric floor press, doing a little bit of narrow grip, and again, concentric in nature. For our back end circuit, we got Pendlay rows, getting nice flat back. Only worried about the concentric portion of this lift. I can kind of let that let those jammer arms drop down on those pins. Really good on a concentric day, pendlay rows, focusing on that pull only. Trying to keep that head in front of me, top of the head, back flat, from my ear to my hips. I want to be in a nice straight line. Here's a good look at it here. Hips high, chest parallel to the floor. That's what you want to think here when we're doing any type of bent over row. It's almost like you're cutting your body in half. We had a lateral lunge component where I'm driving off the slant board. You can see here I'm really focused on the intent of that push off, not slow lowering, not pausing. Concentric day, focusing on that push off. Slant board's great, just hits a different angle on that foot, allows you to get a little bit deeper in range of motion, and I'm kind of sticking at the top. Here's a good look at it. Really good for athletes here to get on that slant board and train that foot at different angles and different surfaces. Real good look at it right there. And then from our core, it's a concentric focused sit up with a medicine ball throw. So I'm being dynamic only. Again, not worried about any eccentric lowering. I'm just straight up focusing on that concentric action of this dynamic sit up. Really good core exercise. And that is our concentric day. What a week. What a phase. I'm ready for deload. Had fun. Had some really good jump numbers. Happy about my training. And just overall feeling good. Omni contraction training. Let's go.